Hi there, my name is Laura and I'm the owner of Cafe Momento here in beautiful Nelson, British Columbia. Welcome back to my Crazy Orange kitchen. Today we're going to be making an Easter treat, cream egg brownies. Now you don't have to run out and go crazy buying cream eggs. We're going to simulate the cream eggs by using icing sugar, corn syrup, unsalted butter, vanilla, and a little bit of yellow food coloring. This recipe calls for a pre-made brownie base. So what I have done already is I have pre-baked some of our classic Cafe Momento brownies to use as the base. Look at those bad boys. As you can see, I've lined the pan with parchment, so it'll be a lot easier to get these brownies out once we add the soft cream egg style topping. Step 1 for the filling is to cream together the corn syrup, unsalted butter, and vanilla. After 2 or 3 minutes, it looks pretty good. That's pretty creamy. We're no longer seeing a lot of lumps from the butter. That's how it started off, by the way, so don't be alarmed if you get that yourself. They went away rather nicely. The next step is to add the icing sugar a little bit at a time. By doing this, you ensure that the icing won't get too clumpy, and you also help prevent it from mostly getting all over you. Mostly. I added the icing sugar approximately a half cup at a time, and it took probably about 5 minutes or so. I also added a tiny bit of hot water to this because my mixer started protesting quite wildly toward the end. That won't hurt though because we're just going to chill it anyway. So we're ready to add some yellow food coloring. A short time later we have this lovely creamy yellow center. Now all I've done is spread the filling on top of the pre-cooked and cooled brownies, and we're just going to pop it into the fridge next. I did not use all of the topping. It ended up being a huge amount, and I felt like this would probably be enough. Now the original recipe calls for frosting to be on top of the frosting, on top of the brownies. So I feel like that's going to be too intense. So I'm just going to make a simple ganache with dark chocolate. Those of you familiar with the truffle pie episode will recognize this as a smaller version of the truffle pie. Because it's a much smaller amount, the cream boils quite quickly, so you should keep an eye on it very carefully. Then it's just a matter of dumping in the dark chocolate. When you're making the ganache, don't forget to, after you put the chocolate in, to let it sit for a while until the chocolate fully melts. Then stir it in. Now we have our velvety smooth finished ganache, and it's ready to be carefully spread on top of the icing. That looks pretty good. All that's left now is to put it back in the fridge so that the ganache can set and we're able to cut it cleanly. And there we have the finished product. You can see the brownie layer, the creamy cream egg center, and the nice chocolate on the top, which is also quite soft. Hey, get out of there. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope we'll see you again next time for another Cafe Momento treat.